Alright, Smastian here, returning for the continuation of the Road to Atlas Roguetech series. In the last episode, we found out that our Venom needs to have its engine repaired for the next 6 days. But we're going to either way take up one of the contract missions that are available to us, given that we now have 4 mechs again, with the inclusion of our Hunchback. And so, we will try to take on the Destroy Base mission at this time. We will take 3 out of 13 salvage, or 13 salvage total, 3 of which we pick, and 254,000 creds, just to help build our reserve some more. Although it's not strictly necessary. So I guess we can actually go for the full 4 out of 17, or 4 over 17. Now, the Pirate's Bane is still not going to be, well, we're not going to do much with it at the present time. Because it doesn't need an extra heatsink, or extra double heatsink. And so it can perform at lesser functioning. The Javelin is going to be transferred over to Blorks, because I think that with my skill in multi-targeting, I'm better able to use the Hunchback to full effect. Now. Okay, and with this, let's drop into our first of what is likely to be a very difficult mission. I say, of course, first in a long line of what is going to be many difficult missions from now on, because I think we can move up from standard half-skull skull difficulty and try our luck with one-skull missions. I think with our current set of skills on all our pilots, our gunnery stats are going to be able to put up with one-skull missions. Okay. But the terrain isn't too bad for us. First things first, we run Fang forward into the tree line.
No shooting, just running. Got it.
And we spot that there is a base garrison. We'll need to destroy 2 out of the 4 target warehouses. We are going to be dealing with base defense turrets, and fortunately, there are still a bunch of vehicles, rather than just a full complement of mechs. However, all of them, the presently visible mech seems to be a medium mech.
Waiting for orders.
So we'll have to see how that works out for us.
Let's go. Commander. All right, full speed.
Now, how will the enemy move? Let's see. Okay. Nothing of great consequence. So let's just move up with the rest of our boys. One exceptionally heavy vehicle exists here, so it's likely armed with something quite damaging. And we now see all of our enemies activating in, or a bunch of our enemies activating in 4th phase. So maybe this is in fact a light mech. Let's see.
Reserve an
Yeah.
action.
They don't seem all that
Ready for orders.
intent to tango yet. So let's try moving Medusa. Hopefully this will inspire our enemies to move. Also, it'll completely make the turrets useless, which are likely all activating on the 3rd phase.
Receiving you.
We'll do another reserving action. Cool. That, I feel confident in moving Fang forward.
On it.
And what do we have here? A commando. So it is in fact a light mech. Okay.
Right here.
Lorks, you two may run forth.
Piece of cake. Firing a full salvo.
Okay. And, phew. Not exactly great lines of sight so far. But we'll move up to here. And what do we not fire with? I think we can afford not to fire with the medium lasers. Let's not too excessively increase our heat profile. And just fire with the things that have a better chance to hit. So, let's see. Okay, seems the large pulse laser hit 3 times, while the medium laser missed.
Got something.
And we have another light mech on radar. So, Fang will take another couple shots at the commando here.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Yes, get some fairly reasonable hits in. And, well, we bug him out now. Over to this direction. Hopefully he'll be hidden in the trees. We'll reserve actions. See what the commando does. We'll reserve again. One of the turrets is firing missiles at us, but they miss. And we reserve again, let the enemy move, so that we don't have to.
Receiving you.
Okay. Lorks, you'll have a fairly good line of sight from over here on the flank of the commando. Do take him out if you please.
Giving them everything I've got.
Unfortunate. Though you did manage to strip off a lot of his armor.
Good. Aye, aye.
Medusa, you will also charge forward to about here.
Double time. Let's go.
And take your shot.
Affirmative.
Okay. Couple more reasonable hits. And we'll do a standard move. And fire with the ER medium and the large pulse. Damn. 1 hit point off of destroying the leg entirely.
Yeah.
So, in order to finish the job, let's just have Lorks fire with everything.
Firing all weapons.
Okay, dude's nearly dead.
Nice.
And he's been knocked down. Seems he only has 1 wound left, so we'll do our best to try to make him have no health left.
Ready for orders.
And we shall accomplish this by reserving our actions. Commando gets up, actually, and takes a shot. But fortunately, as a result of his knockdown, he is very inaccurate. So we'll reserve again.
I've been sensor locked.
Okay, we get sensor lock, which means missiles start coming in our way. Or at Medusa and the Wasp instead of at Lorks. Okay, this is fine by us.
Receiving you.
And we reserve again, let the heavy vehicle move.
Standing by.
And with that done, let's... Actually, we don't need to sprint. We can just move up to here.
Heading out.
And I think we can completely eviscerate this fellow. Yes. At some point we're also going to have to deal with that Saladin, but oh well, that'll come later.
Now, let's see how you handle this.
And he's gone.
Tango down. Receiving you.
Medusa, move forward, put some shots into the Saladin.
Roger.
Good hits, good hits. 1 more would have been nice, but
How'd that taste?
he's actually dead. Okay. So the damage just didn't update in time. No matter. We'll take some shots at this Bulldog right now, which is just armed with machine guns and AC-2s and some SRM-4s. So really, whatever I said about this being a difficult mission is wrong. So we'll just fire our large pulse. Okay, some reasonable hits. The heat profile of this mech is pretty garbage. And is that a power armor? It is. Wow, okay. We've been dealing with more difficult half-skull missions than this mission has been so far. No matter. We'll take our shot with Fang, and then bug him out behind the mountain.
Moving to position.
Yes, Commander.
Blorks, we're going to move you forward,
Consider it done.
and have you take some shots at that vehicle.
I bet you're gonna like this.
Very good. Good hits. Nice. Now, Medusa, if you could please finish him off in some capacity, we'd be very grateful. Think that should do? No, he's 1 hit point off.
Critical hit, Commander. They've got a lock on me.
Okay, they've sensor locked Medusa. That said, we don't really have much to worry about here. I think we just fire with our medium lasers and ensure that this guy's gone. Wow, okay. This didn't go to spec. Not at all. And we shut down. I thought we were below shutdown threshold there. Oh, no matter. We'll deal. Let's see what the Bulldog does now. He runs away. That's acceptable.
Ready for orders.
I think we'll reserve, let the enemy light mech move first. He does. Reserve again. Missiles coming in, indirect firing on Medusa, but it's fine. They miss. See what the Bulldog does now. Turns around.
Standing by.
Okay. Let's try to get ourselves into position to maybe annihilate this Bulldog. Fang's up for the task. And hopefully we get some more hits in on that area of his armor. That or the front. So, let's do it.
Firing all weapons.
Nothing
Nothing I
gets.
can do.
Nothing hits where I wanted to, but that's fine. What are we dealing with here? Yeah, the power armor. No problem. We'll move Blorks forward. And we just want to get rid of the Bulldog first. I mean, it is the lowest health thing right now. Wow. Okay, very good.
Report.
We've managed to do it.
Yes, Commander.
The power armor. Can we flank it from the rear? Yes, we can.
Acknowledged.
So, let's try to take this thing down in 1 hit, please. Dang, 1 hit off. Okay, we'll restart my mech. And the power armor is too scared to fire, which is fine by me. We'll get Medusa to hopefully put in the killing blow.
Locking in all weapon systems.
There it is.
No.
Or no, that was just the right arm. Unfortunate.
Nice. Got past his armor.
Okay. We'll jump you back into cover. Okay, you've overridden your shutdown.
Watch those heat levels.
All in all, you're doing fine. We'll sprint Blorks to the rear.
See what this baby can do.
And get him to flanking shot this guy. I mean, hell.
Get by.
There, finally.
I hope we can salvage that.
And Fang,
For orders.
just take some shots at the reinforced laser turret. Or actually, no. Yes. Fire first,
Got it.
and bug out. Get you maximally evasive. We'll brace for a turn, lose some heat. Now, we will reserve, and reserve again, let the enemy turrets waste their turns,
Receiving you.
and, yeah. Go into spot with Fang.
Confirmed.
He nearly takes it down. But nearly is not dead enough. So we move forward, and let's put in the killing blow with the ER medium lasers and the tagging system, why not?
Oh, you want some of this?
Yep, and it's gone.
One less turret.
Medusa
Standing by.
is going to charge forward as well. This will
Copy
give him
that.
some time to dissipate heat. And I will move forward in order to start taking some shots at buildings. Let's just go for a full Alpha Salvo.
Enemy structure damage, Commander.
Were those misses or hits, those last two shots? Because I'm not sure. Regardless.
Standing by.
Let's help, or get Fang to help with the destruction of that building.
Confirmed. Firing.
Nearly got it, too.
No luck.
And with that, we'll move you back into cover.
Commander.
Blorks, you can finish that building off with, yeah, just fire both ER mediums.
I'm gonna make some trash. Structure down. It's history.
Very nice. And we'll move you into the tree line to prepare for the destruction of that turret. Right here. And Medusa.
Yeah.
Medusa, you can continue sprinting into cover, just so you can dissipate some more heat. Meanwhile, I will reserve my action, then charge forward to a location where I can shoot at the turret. We shall do so without the large pulse, and without one of the medium lasers. In fact, without both of them. Let's just take one shot with the ER medium. Very good.
Receiving you.
Fang will move you down into the low ground, and get you to spot the light sniper turret here.
Confirmed. Firing.
Get some good hits in.
What's up, Commander?
Blorks, you can just make a standard move,
Position confirmed.
and finish it off if you please.
Firing full complement on.
Yeah, that's more than enough.
That turret is got. Yep.
Indeed it is. We'll reserve Medusa. Some missiles come in on the Hunchback. Well, that's fine. I'll return fire onto that reinforced shredder turret, and we'll do so with all weapons, and then move back out of the line of fire, if we can. One more hit is all you needed, but oh well, whatever. There we go. Shutdown override successful. Very nice. We'll reserve with Medusa,
What do you need?
just for safety's sake, and we'll
Copy.
take out the shredder turret presently.
Roger that.
Very good.
One less turret.
One last turret.
Standing by.
I know you said one less turret, but heck, it sounded like one last turret as well. So we send Fang forward, get him to a leisurely spot,
Locking in all weapon systems.
and we'll do our best to assassinate this thing
Orders.
with the help of Blorks. All weapons fire.
Locking in all weapon systems.
And that's basically the mission under wraps. Just one more building to take care of.
Waiting for orders.
Which one will it be, I wonder? Let it be this one.
I copy. That's a miss.
How was that a miss? Didn't you just hit with everything? Or am I blind? Or are you just complaining that you didn't kill that thing? No matter. We should be able to finish the job right here. Good. It's gone.
Leopard inbound, Commander. I'll meet you at the LZ.
So, despite having overheated the mech at the end there, everything went according to plan. And a mission successful. We got a bonus for destroying all the base defense turrets, as well as the garrison, 35% total, drop cost deducted. We're left with 155,000, more or less, for our troubles. And so, just minor armor damage, if anything, on all our mechs. Should take no more than a day or two to really repair that. Probably just the one day, in fact. And, yeah. Salvage-wise, we're not interested in the power armor whatsoever. It's a 5-ton chassis. And there's not really much more that needs to be said. It can't hold a lot of weapons, and it's just there as a target and damage sponge. So, yeah, also power armor lasers. They still weigh half a ton, although they do 15 damage. And you can use them as small weapons. Or support weapons. Presumably. Same thing with the power armor SRM systems. They ignore evasions and have a bonus to accuracy, and also somewhat reduced tonnage. No, actually, they don't. They fire 2 missiles at 8 damage, whereas this can fire 4 missiles at 8 damage, and it also weighs 2 tons. So, yeah. Nothing really of value in the salvage here, which disappoints me. Honestly, I should have taken the money for this. But no matter. I'm still half tempted to take the power armors just to sell them, but I think I'll do that instead with the engine ICs if I can actually drag and drop them. We'll take the hands just for the additional accuracy buffs, and let's see what else we get. Okay, 2 pieces of the power armor, the commando chassis, so basically it's cash. We'll sell the autocannon too, as well as the power armor laser we might actually hold on to. It might come in handy. Half-ton, 1 half-ton for 15 damage, but very close range. It might be worth it. Perhaps on the Hunchback. SRMs, a bunch of heat sinks, and some ammo. Nothing special here. And yep, just like I said, 228 C-bills in 1 day for repairs. We'll get that done, and I think we'll do a second mission in this episode, because that one was fairly lackluster. So yeah, let's get started on the repair process. Boom. And we'll also wait for the Venom to come back online.
Job's done, Commander.
Okay, very nice. And with that, we'll We'll take a quick look at the contracts available to us. It's an assassination mission that is rated at 1.5 skulls. We have a bunch of the half-skull missions here, but they're convoy ambushes, and we're not particularly keen on those. Another 2 assassination missions. 3 assassination missions, all at 1.5 skulls. I think we'll stick around to see how that'll go for us. And a part of me also is tempted to send Fang in on another recovery mission here. So, we'll do that. We'll round the episode off with another Fang, not suicide run, that's a bit rude, but more of a Fang infiltration. We'll call it an infiltration. But before we do that, let's take a quick look at the skills we may or may not have. A decrease to heat generation is valuable, I think. So we will take it, just 5 in all stats. The lessened heat generation is pretty valuable, but at the same time we could be making our way up to sensor locking. So I think we'll do that. We'll do that instead. We'll hold on to our XP, in spite of the fact that decreased heat generation is pretty valuable. We are armed with lasers quite heavily, but the things we've been throwing Blorks into, they haven't been too heat intensive. I should strain.
Commander?
Similar deal with Fang. We're saving up until we get to Phantom Mech.
Waiting for orders.
Do I have any improvements? I think I'll throw heat generation down on myself, because I think I'll be in charge of the Hunchback largely.
Training complete.
In spite of the fact that I said earlier, or in an earlier episode, that I would be saving my XP to go towards the Warlord trait, but, well, plans have changed. No matter. Do we have any engineering upgrades currently on track? We do not. So, let's maybe get started on one of those. We don't have a 3rd repair bay yet, so I don't think we need to worry about improved automation. Or we don't even have the 3rd mech bay, which opens up the 3rd repair bay. So we can ignore that for the time being. In order to get the 3rd repair bay, we need improved power conduits. So I think we'll do that. We'll get improved power conduits. It's a gating tech that we're going to need to unlock anyway.
Roger
Let's
that,
get started
Commander.
on it.
I'll get the crew moving.
Additionally, for some reason, our company costs have gone down to only 307,000 a month from the 400,000 we had last month. Why is that? Very strange. No matter. Let's get Fang into the thick of things. If I understand correctly, there should not be a bonus objective to worry about. And even if there was, I think we would have to ignore it. But, as it stands, I think Fang is up to the task, as always. Okay. Let's drop Fang in and see what he has to deal with. Okay. It's this template. Well, we know how to deal with this.
Time to get paid.
We send Fang off to the right flank,
On it.
and have him take up the position he took up last time round. Cool. Just one vehicle that we see so far. An unknown mech.
Ready for orders.
And... Okay, that mech over there is standing in a peculiar position. Huh. Alright. Can we afford to reserve here? Let's give it a shot. Okay. I understand what I have to do. And I have to charge right into this fellow.
No shooting, just
And it's an
running.
urban mech. This is a two-skull mission. Why are we still dealing with urban mechs? I thought it would be something heavier. No matter. This guy activates in third phase. Or he did this round. I don't know if that's going to stay permanent. Well, we're going to take some shots at him regardless. And... ugh. Scary. Very scary. But we managed to avoid his fire.
Ready for orders.
And so, we'll just sprint onto the capture objective. And we know where our extraction zone is. So let's see how this goes. Okay, things are missing. We like it when things miss us. Ah, there's the heavier stuff. Some missiles coming in. NBD.
Doing minor damage.
And some more missiles coming in. This time indirectly fired, so accuracy debuffed.
We have the asset, Commander.
All in all, we could have totally taken this on with our current team of folk. That said, we are doing our best to get safe right now.
Let's move.
Hopefully this vehicle won't be able to move through the water too well. In order to flank us, and it decides to completely ignore that, and we're in and out, and get some easy money again. Cool. 490k, nearly 500,000 total, but, 8,000 deducted. No serious damage. We got Fang a hefty 1259 XP boost, and we don't have to spend that long in the repair bay. So all in all, things went well. Now that mission was again a bit too quick. So, let's get Fang rested up.
That work order you submitted is complete.
Ooh, a fire in the barracks. Send in Decker and Wildfire to put out the fire. Sounds appropriate. Both of them have gained Brave, and the morale of the company has increased by 1. We do lose 2,000 sea bills, but that's fine. This, however, is really nice. Cool. Fang's out of the bay. The med bay. Or, he's rested up. And we will take another mission on. This time, it's going to be an assassination mission. Let's try this one on for size. Full salvage rights. Let's go. Put our Hunchback in, put our Javelin in, and we put our Venom in. Medusa will throw you into the Hunchback as you were always intended to be. I'll go back into the Javelin, and Blork is going to go back to the Venom. All right. Let's hope this goes well for us.
Command interface initiated.
All right. That's our target mech. It's sort of hard to make out, but it looks like a Katyusha, or, you know, something of that variant.
Well, ain't this place
Now,
scenic?
we have the enemy supporting force, which is over there, and we have the reinforcing force. Both are about to be active. And I think we stand the best chance if we push into the reinforcing force. So let's do that first,
Confirmed.
rather than making a immediate charge for our target.
Keep your eyes
Yes,
peeled.
I see them, Darius.
Looks like an ideal place for an ambush.
Divide and conquer, as it were.
Roger that. Full speed.
Let's go, let's go.
Full throttle.
Alright.
Yes, Commander.
This is going to take a while to catch up, but, well, that's to be expected. We would love to make Medusa a bit faster, but oh well. Let's reserve, let the enemy move first. They don't seem too keen on that. So, we'll move Medusa up into the same tree line as the rest of us.
Let's move.
And hopefully that'll inspire our enemies to make some motion.
Happen later.
And the supporting force has already started to flank us. Okay.
Ready for
We need to
orders.
deal with this quickly and violently.
Full speed, no shooting. Got it.
A very low armor spider. This guy's dead.
Giving them everything I've got.
We've destroyed patchwork materials on him, which somewhat disappoints me, actually. Those are really useful to have. But, oh well. Let's continue evaporating him.
All weapons committed.
Alright. He's also unsteady.
Critical damage
Receiving you.
detected.
So, let's go into the tree line as well with Fang,
No shooting, just running. Got it.
and evaporate him, hopefully entirely. Right leg destroyed,
Target's taking a critical hit.
but it doesn't seem like it was enough to fully kill him. Unfortunate. Fang,
Standing by.
dispatch him.
Confirmed.
Very good.
Tango is tracked.
Tango is trash. And we'll move you back into the tree line back here. Get you out of the line of fire. We have also a low armor fire starter mech. So again,
Yeah.
like, I don't know what I was expecting with 1.5 skulls, but it certainly wasn't something this weak. It's almost disappointing. But,
Report
well, if
critical
we have to
hit.
take less damage during these missions, we're not going to be complaining too much about it. We'll reserve. Wait for the enemies to make some more motion. Seems the supporting force is comprised of only 2 mechs, which again makes this seem like a bit of a weird situation. Okay, let's see what the fire starter... Well, let's see if we can just annihilate him immediately.
All weapons committed.
Nope, but he's down on the ground.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
And so,
Yeah.
we'll just use Medusa to wipe out the rest of him. See ya.
Copy that.
There it is.
Mech destroyed.
Okay, it seems our target is a heavy mech. Interesting.
Commander.
Let's reserve, see if the enemy moves. They are. And it's a wasp. Well, we know what to do about wasps. We just well, we deal with them in the way that I deal with wasps. Which, well, that story will have to wait, as I said, for when we finally sell off the one I have.
Moving to position.
We'll retask onto this one here. Screw the vehicles over to the north. Yep. Pilot ejected.
Receiving you.
It's depressing, really, how weak those things are. And no, it is actually a full lance of enemy mechs. But it also seems to be similarly poorly equipped.
Throttle down.
No matter. Let's just dispatch these folk one by one by one. We're in no danger here, really. We can just take our time. We can turn off our large pulse laser. Conserve some heat. Move me up a little. And I think we'll multi-target, but we can't, so whatever. Alpha strike him. Good night.
No retreat.
Cool, our boys are inspired, which means they're going to be even more accurate now.
Standing by.
Fang, we'll put you on the flanking fire here. It's a Vedette tank with an AC-10 and rocket launchers. Yeah, just take your shot. I don't think we need to use any combat abilities. Heck, you even managed to destroy... You just destroyed him outright. Very nice.
Good to
Cool.
go.
Let's reserve. Let the enemy move forward. Continue reserving. Reserve again.
Waiting for
Cool,
orders.
now that we know where the enemies have moved, let's just move ourselves into a location to
Location
dispatch
confirmed.
a very poorly armed Shadowhawk. I know we were dealing with pirate enemies, but really, is this the best that they have to offer? Oh well, easy equipment.
Roger.
Well, there's a certain virtue in dealing with 3 easy missions in rapid succession in one episode, I suppose. Cool. We hit his head.
Inflicted some heavy
Heck, if
damage.
you could just hit his head another couple times,
On my way.
I think you'll be, It would be nice to just assemble a Shadowhawk for free,
Ready for orders.
if that's even something that would be possible for us.
Got it.
But if it isn't, we're okay with that as well. Let's reserve, let the enemies move. Good. Reserve again.
Aye, aye. Hold.
And I guess we'll dispatch the vehicle. It's the easiest available target at the moment. Yeah, it's gone. Or almost. No, it is gone. We've destroyed the engine. Medusa, you're still a bit out of range, which is a bit
I copy.
distressing, but oh well. Cool. Let's reserve into the 3rd phase. Shadowhawk decides to take some indirect shots. And resultantly, I think we'll move Medusa over to here.
On my way.
And just unload with everything you have, really.
Target confirmed.
Some fairly reasonable hits.
Badass.
I'll move myself into the low ground. Get a clearer sight picture on the Shadowhawk, but we'll leave that target for Blorks. I think we should take some shots at the back of the Pantera here, or Panther. We can just destroy him outright, I think. Yep, he's gone. Blorks, take your shots. Cool. Another one bites the dust. And we'll reserve, see what our enemy heavy tank or heavy mech does. And with that, we'll just start moving like so. We'll reserve again, reserve. It's a Black Knight. Interesting. Okay.
Receiving you.
Let's move around the rear and take some flanking shots.
Roger.
If we can panic this guy, that would be for the best.
Primary target damage, Commander.
But now is where the real battle starts.
Targeting for announcement strike.
I mean, we can still out-initiative him in all cases, so we don't have that much to worry about. But it is going to be tough taking this guy down.
Standing by.
A knockdown would be nice, for example. Let's turn off everything except for the yeah, just the large pulse. We'll keep only the large pulse alive, or active.
Roger.
1 miss, 2 miss. 72% accuracy. Unfortunate. Bang, take some more back attacks,
Got it.
and bug out.
On it.
Let's continue bullying the Black Knight. Get 75% damage reduction, which is insane, really.
Piece of cake.
Ah, he has Bulwark, of course. I didn't know that cover and Bulwark now stack in the mod. Interesting. That used to be a non-stacking set of abilities.
Waiting for orders.
We'll reserve, see what the enemy does. He actually gets a line of sight on Fang, surprisingly. But in order to do that, he's exposed the rear of his armor. You know what that means? Fire at will.
Copy that.
Okay.
Coordinates received. My heat sinks can't take much more of this.
Right. He's not very unstable
Right
yet.
here.
But really, I think we just want to take this guy down as quickly as possible.
All weapons are go.
I'm not too worried about not taking too much of his salvage if we just destroy his core entirely. I'd rather just get this mission over with quickly, keep the size of our video down a bit. And, let's hope we can knock him over flat.
On it. Aye, aye.
And he'll still destroyed. He's passed all his stability checks,
Critical hit.
but will he do so again?
Locked on rear on.
Nope. We'll instead destroy his engine.
That's a kill.
Mission successful.
Cool. Given that we've completed the bonus objectives, 35% bonus, 37,000 deducted, and we still keep a pretty nice 270,000. Fairly good XP gain overall. except on Fang for some reason, but I think that has... I don't know what that has, how that's calculated. No matter, he got a fairly sizable chunk of XP on that solo mission. And this is what we'll do. We'll first take the Black Knight salvage, because, well, we might as well. We could have kept a bit more of it, but part of me isn't too bent out of shape about the fact that we didn't. This particular Black Knight variant has a fair amount of energy weapon slots, which is nice. But I think it's... a heavy mech like this is still a bit further out of reach for us. We'll take some fusion cores to sell, naturally. And let's see... okay, no. We will drop this fusion core in exchange for a double heatsink, because those will come in handy. Ooh, no. Patchwork materials, too. That's what's being taken. Let's see what else we get. Arc welder, disappointing. Small laser, LRM-15, 2 machine guns, 3 rocket launcher 10s, SRM-2s, the other fusion core, and that's it. Oh well. We could have played that out a bit better, but I think the episode's dragging on a bit long as is. We might as well not take it too seriously. And besides, none of these are an Atlas Assault Mech, so I'm not worried. Okay, fairly modest repairs. And, yeah. I think that'll be it for this episode. If anything, we are going to focus more on the whole selling of parts aspect later on. And we're going to try our luck with even more difficult missions. So, let us take a quick look at what contracts are remaining. We know we have... actually, we have a couple new ones. Ambush convoys, 3 of them. A standard 1-skull battle. The assassination mission on the escaping spy. Another assassination mission. Destroy base, destroy base, destroy base. Battle, battle. And yeah. I think we'll stick around in the system a bit longer. Maybe take on these last couple of assassination missions and then bug out. Go on to different things. Because the 2-skull destroy base missions, I'm not too interested in. I'm always worried that I'm going to be running into some very heavy opposition from base defense turrets that are actually worth a damn. And that's not my style. And yeah. It's been a fairly good episode. 3 missions taken down. With that said, leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscription, or do whatever else you feel is good. I'll see you on the battlefield, and have a good day.